The year was 1995. I was traveling to Chennai to participate in the national championship. That time, hardly did I know that it was going to be the most significant event of my life. At that time, I was a rising star in the world of chess. My hard work had taken me to national and international platforms. This time, having put in countless hours of efforts and preparation, I was well prepared to enter in a national championship to clinch the title. I was expected to win the tournament not just by me, but by many others. The tournament was supposed to be my crowning glory. But, but alas, it could not be. I could not score a full points in the first 3 games of the tournament, something that had never happened to me before. And I could never recover from there. I finished the tournament almost at the bottom for the very first time. It was a devastating blow. The disappointment was overwhelming. The sense of failure was suffocating, and I felt darkness in front of my eyes. But today, I'm honored to stand before you at this TEDx event because of that lost tournament. The defeat was a turning point in my life. Amid the despair, I learned some of the most valuable lessons of my life. Before I delve deeper into that tournament's experience, let me tell you something about myself and my chess career. Like many of you, I too come from a humble background, growing up in a typical middle-class family, where education and hard work are held in high esteem. We didn't have much materially, but always had a support of each other. My parents, my sister Vibha, and my brother Abhijit were my world. While my siblings excelled in academics, I found my calling elsewhere. To be honest, I was never fond of studying and would always find a way to escape from. And finally, my escape came in the form of chess. While participating in one of the inter-school tournament, my impressive performance caught attention of a local coach, Mr. Fadke sir. He was very disciplined and eventually made sure that my training is conducted in a very systematic manner. He approached my parents and recommended chess coaching for me. But then in 1985, putting kids for sports classes, something like chess, was never heard of. Convincing my father was not easy. He was quite strict and had limited background of sports. After much persistence from me and my mother, he finally came around and supported my passion. He enrolled me for the sir's chess classes, which marked the beginning of a new chapter. Despite facing doubts and skepticism from others, my parents provided me with the best of training and exposure. The training was rigorous in his classes. My coach and parents worked tirelessly to ensure that I had the right opportunities and preparation. Balancing schoolwork and chess was a constant challenge. I missed out on a typical childhood filled with playing with friends, birthday parties, or enjoying some vacations. Here I recall one of the memorable incidents. I was needed a sponsorship for one of my overseas tournament. My parents approached one of the potential sponsors who questioned their decision asking, why are you spending so much on your daughter and that too on a sport like chess? My father's response was very thoughtful. He said, wouldn't I spend if she were aspiring to be a doctor or engineer? I started winning district level, national level tournaments, eventually qualifying for Asian and world. I had already made my appearance in the Olympiad of 92 and Olympiad of 94 in Moscow. Now you all must be wondering why this national championship was so important to me. I had achieved notable success winning the National Sub-Junior Championship with a perfect and record score of 7 out of 7 and National Junior with 9 out of 9. I also emerged the winner of a National Beach Ace Championship twice. Despite competing in National A Championship 4 times, my best performance was only 3rd place. Like every dedicated player, it was my dream too, to win a National A Championship and complete the quest of winning all national titles. And then came the crushing defeat of 1995 National Championship. Instead of walking away with a trophy, I faced dreadful defeat. Losing crucial games I had meticulously prepared for. I felt like world had collapsed. My thoughts spiraled, questioning where it went wrong. My parents' unwavering sacrifices were flashing before my moist eyes. I simply couldn't bear a thought of facing them or my coach after such a poor performance. I even thought of quitting chess, drowning in the fearful thoughts of never winning again. But what do I do if I don't play chess? Jobs were not easy to come for the sports person. Where do I go from here? The future was hanging and I was in dilemma. During those emotional moments, it was my mother and brother Abhijit who stood by me. Despite being younger, Abhijit showed a great level of maturity and empathy. He and my mother became my pillars of strength. They supported and reminded me of a strength and potentials which I have and I couldn't see it myself that particular time. They helped me realize that losing is a part of journey and happens with every sports person. It's okay to lose, it's okay to feel bad, it's okay to cry. Even the best players have bad days. Sachin Tendulkar doesn't score century in every game, but that doesn't make him a less great player. Probably, it's just having a bad day. Similarly, you losing one of the tournament doesn't mean you are a bad player. You must take it as a learning and work twice hard as before. And that's what exactly I did. I started afresh. I decided to take my preparation one day at a time instead of getting bogged down with the burden of an end result. My family's support and belief in me reignited my passion for the game. With renewed determination, I set my sights on the national championship of '96. After the few months, the tournament calendar were rolled out. The next nationals were going to be held at Salem, Tamil Nadu. I reached Salem a day before. I had decided not to look it as a tournament, but just to take a one game at a time. And that worked magically for me. At the end of 6th day, I was leading the scoreboards with some spectacular wins. The game went on well, boosting my confidence. And then came the last round. It was a different atmosphere. The entire hall was filled with tension and anxiety. I was playing against a seasoned player and a former national champion. As I entered the hall, I saw my senior, whom I was competing against that day. I had played with her in the previous tournaments as well, but this game was very important for both of us. I brushed aside all my thoughts, just reminding myself, relax, it's just another game. The match was grueling, the game went on for hours, and I emerged victorious, bagging the long-awaited title of national champion. Today, I want to share a message with all of you, especially the students. Life much like a chess, is a series of moves and counter moves. There will be moments where you feel like giving up, the moments of a failure, the instances where everything seems to go wrong. The true essence of success is not just in the victories, but how you handle these challenges. Lessons I learned from my experiences. Resilience. Life will throw challenges your way. What truly defines you is how you respond to them. Remember, a single defeat, no matter how significant it is, not the end of the journey, but can be stepping stone for a greater achievement. Support system. Surround yourself with the people who believe in you. My family and my coach were my pillars of strength. Their support helped me navigate through my darkest times. Focus on present. In life, it is crucial to focus on the present moment. Taking one step at a time can lead you to monumental victories. Focus one step at a time and you can walk miles without any trouble. I would like to conclude by saying, life is like a game of chess. Play your game mindfully because every move you make carries consequences, both good or bad. Make each move count so that when you look back, you will be proud of the game you played. Thank you.